missing out. You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep it 99.
Oh no, they got the baby in the crowd at the Charlotte Hornets game. Oh my God. Hey, y'all.
It's always the baby. The baby is Charlotte born, baby. It is me, dark-skinned Shamar Moore, slightly darker Jalen Hurts.
Where is the violation button immediately?
Shout out to the fit. But it is Isaiah May. Today we are talking about NBA play-in game and the first round predictions. So this is a simple show. Quick and easy, in and out. And of course, I'm joined with the best in the Midwest. On that mic, it is the Unico Williams. I know that Unico.
I'm good. I'm in Charlotte right now, so don't worry about it. I'm not in the Midwest today. I'm in Charlotte, being the #1 bandwagon Charlotte Hornet fan today only.
Probably beat the Heat. And of course, we join with the judge himself. It's the one, the only, Monray.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Monray Hudson. Ready to bring some clarification between these two and some takes and some prayers. That's all we can do.
But right now we have the first game on, and we might well get into it. The first game on, and Unique already done. He threw that alley up for us. Besides Doc Rivers getting fired. Well, step down.
Hold on. First and foremost, before we get into the playoffs, I want to say shout out to Doc Rivers. No, shout out to Milwaukee for making people work for the money you signed them for. About time you did something smart. If y'all gonna fire him as the coach, make his ass sit in that office and still earn his money. Don't let him sit at home and just pay him. Okay? Good job, Milwaukee. Learned your lesson after 3 coaches.
That's fair that they would have to pay 3 coaches, so at least keep him in there to do something.
Sit your ass, and don't you dare advise us to make you the coach again.
That was a horrible decision by them. A horrible decision by the 76ers. The man ain't won since 08. But, and by the way, in 08, he went 7 games with every team that was sorry. But I digress. It is the Hornets versus Heat game on right now. I think it is a 2-point game with the Hornets being up by 2. Unless let me update. Well, it's a 1-point game with the Hornets up by 1 right now with 8:20 in the second quarter. Who we got? What we thinking? Hornets, Heat.
I'll let y'all go. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm going with the YN that looked like King Harris. He fresh off his arrest and he's back on that court with the rest of the YNs. And Charlotte and then they got Cone. Let's go, Charlotte. I haven't rooted for y'all since y'all had the starter jackets that were really cool back in the day.
Monroe.
Ew. Like, I have to pick a team that I feel gonna lose. And well, let me be fair. I picked the Heat. And I picked the Heat because while I do want Charlotte, make some noise and stuff, kind of connipple there and everything, I'm just gonna trust coaching. It's a tight game, and when it's a tight game, I trust coaching and little things. And Eric Spoelstra is still like a top 5 at least coach in the NBA. And with the game tight and Con Knipple sitting up here throwing up bricks, being 1 of 7, I'm just gonna say the Heat's possibly steal it. But to be honest, I don't really care. But who I want to win is probably the Hornets, because I feel like there'll be a bit more of an exciting game playing up against the Boston. Like, no, they're 9-10, so they're playing against the Pistons. So yeah, I feel like the Hornets will be a bit more exciting to watch play the Pistons than the Heat. So I would want the Hornets, but I think the Heat.
That's an interesting matchup if you end up with Charlotte versus Detroit, because we got possibly offensive explosiveness versus like a good defense. So that could be interesting.
By the way, Knople won the 3-point field goals made this year by 1 over LaMelo Ball. So interesting competition between the two players. They shoot the most threes by far, besides even more than Boston since Tatum not there. So
boy, if that
Boston be number 1 in shooting threes, but like I said, Tatum ain't been there this year, so they've been more driving. Like I said, for me, I'm going with the Hornets. I think they too dynamic for the Heat, to be honest with you. But the Heat just took the lead, so it's gonna be a good game, which we'll watch. Well, I'm kind of watching it now, but it's gonna be a good game with the Hornets. The Heat up 2. The only reason it's a good game, let's be frankly clear, is because of Eric Spoelstra, how great a coach he is, because talent-wise, Charlotte is way more talented than Heat. But The only advantage, he got experience too. Experience and coaching. I say experience too. So let's not take out experience.
Yep. Experience versus talent. That's what it's come down to.
Because Knople and LaMelo, and that's a way more talented group than overall than what Miami has.
He has some championship experience on that team with Andrew Wiggins. So
yeah, I mean, I would say something, but Wiggins is actually helping out. He got 7 points. I'm not gonna be super down on him. So
playoff experience.
I ain't gonna be too down on him right now. He doing his part, and the team is basically the Heat is basically a team that everybody does their part.
I love that, by the way. But
I think this Heat team might actually be better. I mean, if Jimmy Butler was there, like if Jimmy Butler had this team going into a few of their runs, this is probably a better team.
It wouldn't make no difference. They'll end the same way.
Yeah, plus he probably just end up trying to do too much and still be in the same situation.
I don't really see look, they made 2 finals runs. I think they will lose the same way. I don't really see a way it goes any different. Whether it's 2020 or 2023.
Yeah.
I think it was 2023 or 2024. I can't remember what year Jokic won, but one of them two.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler and a good coach is always going to work out very well for your team. He's getting older now, so it ain't going to work out as much. But like I said, I think Charlotte, who was just tied the game on Prime Video, right? Amazon Prime. If you want to support a young, growing channel, we got you. I love y'all production and everything else. Show them the Saratoga, Joe. Saratoga water. We love Saratoga water. We are not sponsored, by the way. This is not a paid ad. I wish.
But we do accept sponsorships.
We do accept that. I got Saratoga. Murray, you gotta get Saratoga too. You gotta support. but seriously, I think the Hornets gonna end up taking it at the end. I just think they're gonna get tired, especially as I'm seeing the game close toward the half. I was trying to see if Miami veteran leadership could take over early and get a lead before LaMelo and them go on a run, especially when they go to the bench a little bit. But it appears like they not taking over right now and it's still close. That means the starter's going to have to play longer, and the younger legs to me going to get them. So that's my only reason why, because they at this point. Unico.
That Charlotte.
Later tonight, we have the 7 versus 8. The seed to get beat by the Spurs. Who will it be? The Trailblazers or the Suns?
Interesting swerve there, sir.
That's what they're playing for. To get beat by the Spurs.
So rather or who will win?
Who's winning the lottery to get smacked by Wemby?
Oh, so it's Warriors, right? Or I'm sorry, who is it? It's
Trailblazers and
the Suns, right?
Yeah, the Trailblazers got the 8 seed over the Warriors and the Clippers. Clippers fell out of the 8 seed.
Well, I'm sorry. So what's the matchup? I'm sorry, I forgot that quick. It's the Suns in Portland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. See, I feel like we're gonna talk about legacy at some point in this show, but man, Dylan the villain, man, he kind of needs this. Dylan Brooks needs this. But I have not watched one Portland game, so I don't know. So I guess I want to go with the Suns if you got the healthy D Book. And Dylan Brooks is a two-way player now. I guess I kind of want Phoenix to win it because I just haven't watched Portland. I haven't seen one game, so I can't really speak on it. So I'm just going to root for the villain Dylan and the Mississippi boy.
Munry.
I was gonna say the Suns. I really was. But I'm gonna say Portland sneaks this one in. Like DNVJ has done really well. Him and Sharp have been able to put up a good number of points. Having Jrue Holiday to be there as a good defensive anchor and not need him to be offensive on your team, does help. And I think the firepower that the Blazers got is good. So I'm gonna like them because I don't know if the Suns can match. Like they got Booker, of course, but I don't know if Booker and Brooks are gonna immediately match their level of firepower, especially if they're unless the bright lights get to the Portland Trailblazers, or Damian Lillard come out of nowhere and just go up there and score 50. But other than that, I'm
Who's
gonna
their
say the
star?
Trailblazers adjust and
Portland
they will
star?
win. So
Who's
I'm
Portland
going
Star that like dealing with agitating this game? Who's Portland Star? I don't even know.
Denny
Embiid,
Avdija has been doing right now. He's been
he is
playing
a
great.
bucket. That's a
He's been playing
walking
great.
Okay.
And then Grant, you got Grant and Sharp. Them the three
That's why I
scorers.
said like they have
Okay.
firepower on their front court.
Okay.
Their front court's crazy.
Scoot Henderson. He can,
Oh,
I ain't
depending on
worried
what
about
he
Scoot
get,
right now.
Scoot.
I gave up on Scoot,
I
bro.
brought up Murray because I know
Look,
Murray.
y'all wanted to do it. I gave up on Scoot, bro. I'm sorry.
I knew Murray gonna do this to Scoot. Why you do Scoot like that?
I didn't gave up on it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I like everybody been like Scoot gonna be the next big thing. Ain't nothing on Scoot. Like I'll respect him and everything, bro. Scoot gonna be the next big thing, bro. Look, I ain't saying it.
But
And
yeah,
Portland got bucket getters now. They got bucket getters,
Sharp.
and
They
he
got
ain't
a
look
really
like
good
one of
team,
them.
by the way. Especially when they all got healthy.
Now that
So
he's 22, he got time to blow up and stuff. You know, give him a couple of years. But I'm just like, right, this year, I ain't seen him blow up.
Like they got a lot of old Celtics players from Drew Holiday to Robert Williams. Two really good players. Then you got, like I said, Grant. Everybody knew people wanted Grant as a good two-way player. Then you got Matisse Thybulle to play defense for certain small stretches.
Interesting. Thybulle's still in the league. Good for him.
Then, like I said, you got Shaden Sharp. Look,
I've been hearing good things about
a
him.
really decent team, especially a young team.
You know,
But
they got good young firepower. It's like I said, I don't know if immediately Booker and Brooks are just going. I don't know if Booker, sure. I don't know if I can trust Dylan Brooks necessarily to be like, all right, you need 30.
He needs 20. He got 20 for you. He got 20 for you.
No, he need 30. He need 30. Him and Booker got to go off.
What Denny averages 24, 7, and 7? That's not bad.
So I'm like, nah, Booker, you gonna have to be the second man. I need 30 from you tonight. Unless Booker decides to go off 50, I need 30 from you. Huh?
Drew gonna be on Booker a lot.
No, I said I need 30 from you. And I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna give me 30. And Booker still need to give me 30. Like they're more top heavy than the Blazers are. It's just they have the more experience, or at least Booker does. They're more top heavy.
Yeah, Grant averaged 19. Drew averaged like 17. Denny averaged 24.
Then if you need Drew can score. Like, just not necessarily his thing to do all the time. He can score.
21. That's a
he
lot.
Can give you 15. He can give you 15. I'm like, hey.
Like, yeah, I'm looking at the Suns team. I'm like, who they really?
They top heavy.
Green.
Yeah, they very top heavy.
They top heavy. Like, that's why Brooks done stepped up, like, but they top heavy. They more top heavy. So I'm like, hey, Booker got to give you about 40. And Dylan Brooks got to give you 30. Unless somebody on their bench decided to just explode or the bright lights get to the Blazers too much, something like that.
I prefer to play I ain't gonna lie, for the Spurs, I don't know what it is, but they just like to play the Blazers way more than they like to play Portland. I mean, they like to play the Blazers more than they like to play the Suns. I don't know what it is, but it's like they don't care about the Suns or something. And then they be like, oh, we'll get it over. But I personally gonna say I think Booker, superstar, gonna get it done. He probably gonna right. He gonna have to score a lot of points.
Yeah, he got to score 40 to 50.
I think Booker gonna score it those because Book is the guy. He's the playing master. Playing master is a nasty name. I'm sorry. You are not the Bulls, who are not in the playing this year. That's why they fired their co-founder.
Yeah, among a lot of reasons, but also speaking of coach, I just want to. Can we just put a special prayer for Chauncey Billups, who will probably never coach an NBA ever again? Speaking of Portland, he is set. He is set to go to trial November 2nd of this year, and if he pleads guilty, he's definitely done in NBA coaching. But if he somehow beats the case and he beats this trial, he's still not going to, because the government has terabytes of evidence on him. So shout out to his short run. He just signed an extension with the Blazers last April. So we just gonna pray for Chauncey Billups and hopefully.
And if he somehow do get away with it,
Terry Rozier,
he gonna probably have to snitch on a certain group of people that I don't know if he wants to snitch on. That he's linked with from this case.
The Afghanistans. Oh Lord.
Oh, from this case, you know who it is.
The Dubai people.
They try to put Gil. I ain't messing with the people he with. We a whole different group of people.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, he with a group of people that case is involved with. That's you don't want to snitch, my boy. You don't want to snitch.
I take my chances in jail.
Yeah, you might want to stay in there, my boy. Don't be quiet. Stay safe.
Your books gonna be. They gonna take care of your books. You are gonna be all right. You are gonna eat good while you in there, but you better not.
You have all kind of commissary. All kind of commissary. Nah. Once you get out, boy, they might change your name. Witness protection to get some WP. But next up, we got the 76ers and Magic seeing who plays the Celtics. Getting the 76ers versus the Celtics again was. I'm tired of my 76ers playing the Celtics every playoff. It's like when Melo kept playing Kobe, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
We can't beat him.
You can't beat him. Like Tim Duncan. You can't beat him.
Melo always played Tim Duncan or Kobe in the first round. I'm like, stop, please. Again? So we got Boston sometime in the second round. Al Horford ain't playing with y'all this time, though. Al Horford is not playing with y'all this time.
Neither is Embiid.
Yeah, he ain't playing either, so that's kind of.
Is he out? Down. Is he out tonight?
Oh yes,
he out for the foreseeable future.
Oh, it's wrapped in. Never mind. Yeah, just
he ended up with appendicitis, and he's out for the foreseeable future until undetermined amount of time.
He had to have surgery. I don't know when he's supposed to have it.
Yeah, he had to have surgery.
Based off of the Boston situation where they outcoached Magic, can the 76ers somehow pull this game off and buy Embiid some time?
Yeah, surgery last Thursday.
I think that's like a 2-week recovery, maybe.
I don't know the recovery for appendicitis. I can't even hold you. I also don't know how much it would be on an NBA level where he has to get back and playing. I don't know how that would be. To be honest, I don't know. But when it comes to this game.
Yeah, Magic. The Boston Celtics beat the Magic with a bench.
I know that, and I don't want to put too much stock on one game. Like I said, that was a really bad loss. That was a really bad loss for the Magic. It just shows some of the inconsistencies that the Magic have been dealing with, especially without a point guard or somebody to run that offense. But I'm going to pick them to win because I think the loss of Embiid, even though, we talk about Embiid in injury history or like him not being the same, the loss of Embiid is big because they just do not have a big front court presence now, which puts a lot of emphasis on Maxey to produce. And I say Maxey because I have zero faith in Paul George. I'm going to be fair to you. I have no faith in him. I have no faith in Pandemic P. I have not had faith in Paul George in 5 years. So I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have faith in Paul George. So therefore, it puts a lot of strain on Maxey. It put a lot of strain on Maxey to have to go back there and ball the freak out because I have no faith in your teammates. And VJ Edgecombe, he's a good player. He's a great rookie. He's unproven, in playoff situations. So I don't know how he's going to do. So I say it puts a lot on their backcourt to produce versus the Magic. It's like, hey, well, if we ain't got to worry so much about their main front court, then we can just figure out how to bag somebody down with Paolo and Franz and just, we'll just generate some offense the ugly way. And I'm like, I don't know if the 76ers can win an ugly game, especially without Embiid. So for that, and because the Magic might be like, okay, they counting us out. We got something to prove. We ain't just sorry because we lost to Boston second. So they got a chance to go back up against Boston. A little chip on your shoulder and a missing Embiid might give the Magic enough to win. So I'm going to pick the Magic. Though I don't want to play the Magic because they played dirty. They played dirty last year and kept on injuring half of our players when we got to the second round. So screw the Magic. I don't want to play them. I want to play them. But I do not want to play the Magic. But, who I think will win, I'm going to give it to the Magic as an idea.
Lou Dort be tackling people. Unico.
That's crazy.
I looked at the timeline. He's definitely out playing week. Because I believe if they lose, they have another opportunity to play, correct?
They 7.
Yeah, they play on Friday, I think. Friday, Saturday.
Even Hornets don't get a chance, and Golden State and Clippers don't get another chance, which is interesting because Kawhi and Steph, we saving it for last.
We'll get to that game in a second.
That's an important game.
So with
somebody
that
going
said,
home, 100%.
I just gotta wait and see. I don't know, man. I'll I'll hold out hope that the 76ers can pull up in the next week and a half and somehow be in the. So I'll hold off on this game. Let me go ahead and go with the Magic and then give them a little bit more time, and then I'll count them out if they lose for game 2. I'll count them
Of
out.
course, they'll be at home. They'll be in Cancun.
Well, I'm trying to make it easy on myself, man. Listen, do you understand? I'm practicing my delusions. I have a Laker team that I have to root for here.
So
I have a spirit bomb that I'm creating right now for LeBron. I'm giving him all my energy. So just understand, I'm practicing my delusion right now.
Shout out to delusion. I'll go watch it. But yeah, Magic 76. I'm going 76 because I'm a homer. Simple.
I understand.
Do I understand? Listen, hey, you might get suspended, but take them pills. Hey, I saw you doing 360 windmills at like 40 years old. Paul George, what pills you was on?
Paul George, I need you. Paul George,
a week ago.
The testing is over.
The layup line couldn't even jump. He come back there. We doing 360s. I was like, something.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Game, bro.
Let's go ahead and get the trending a little bit. To everybody that wants to make these claims and things of Paul George and whether he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, this the time to show it. They're right here.
Right now.
It's the time right here to show you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Because you had one little run with the Clippers when Kawhi went out in the second round because of his injury. You had one little run where people had a little bit of faith in you, or you were needed to be the guy. It's your time. These are the 2 games right here, and the upcoming series. If y'all win, it's time. You're either gonna be playoff P, and you're gonna get your team and make a little bit of a case that, hey, I can be Hall of Fame just after being a really, really good player, or you're gonna be pandemic P and or podcast P, and be a joke. This time right here.
I need your doctor to sign off right now.
It's the time to show.
Somehow LeBron has more pressure than Paul George right now. Isn't that crazy?
Nico, that man couldn't dunk. That man came back next week doing 360s in layup line. I said, what in the world? He averaged like 38 points in 3 weeks and then got suspended on me. I said, what? That man was hooping. What happened to him? I wasn't even going to make fun of you no more after you. Shout out to you on your burner account cussing me and West out in 2018. That was entertaining. That was an entertaining time. We didn't know that was your burner account. Ain't nobody defending you like that. But I got the 76ers off pure hope and love and affection.
I respect it.
We at home too, so if not, we got a chance. Now the game of the early week. Warriors versus Clippers. Somebody's going home. Steph or Kawhi. They don't get a second chance. And I'm like, that's crazy. If Kawhi never could have held on to the 8th seed, they wouldn't be in this situation, but they couldn't. The Warriors was always going to be the 10th seed simply because Steph was hurt so long that they had no chance to catch back up.
They down so many games. The 10th seed don't even really matter at this point. Like, they was an ass team. They're really a bad 10 seed. So, but I'm going Clippers. Sorry, Steph. Take your ass home, man. I'd rather see Kawhi because we'll talk about him a little bit later, I think, too. But yeah, I'm going with the Clippers. Let me get them.
I'm going Golden State. I'm sorry. I've been watching the Clippers play the last few weeks. Outside of Kawhi, that team is, I don't know what's wrong with them people. Darius Garland been hooping. Kawhi been hooping, and everybody else has not. They do not show up on that team.
Shout out to the psycho on that team. I can't think of his name right now. He was on our team. He was on the Pacers last year. I can't think of his name. Crazy ass.
What's that? Clippers all the way. But I'm going to go back. This is going to be too much to overcome, especially since I see him playing well right now. And he took a day off the other day to be ready to play. One game, one chance to get in. I'll never doubt. I'm going with the person on the high ranking to me all time, and Steph Curry's high ranking all time.
Okay.
As long as Pies don't get 30 minutes. Pies get 30 minutes, the Clippers win. Pies the worst 28-point scorer I ever seen in my life. It's like the worst 28 you can get. It's like he scored 28 and made y'all lose because he scored 28.
-14.
Like it's just bad shots, horrible rhythm, turning the ball over. I have never seen a player get 30 points, and I'm like, and they got beat by like 40 because it was awful 30 points. They literally got beat, like I think he got beat 28 when he scored 30 the other day. And the whole internet made fun of it too. Like, he finally scored 30. Pause is a god. They lost by like 48 points.
Brodzinski.
Awful play, by the way. Monterey. Who legacy is on the line? Who legacy? Nobody legacy really on the line. They
Nobody.
2 times, 4 times. But who this year's legacy in the playoffs because somebody's not gonna make the playoffs?
Oh, I don't know about legacy, but I got the Clippers winning all day. Man, Steph is on the minutes restriction. I'm not going to sit here and act like, hey, no. Steph is like expected to be 30 to 32 minutes. If the best and almost the only good player left on the Warriors can't even go 40 if we need to. Look, you telling me, you know, hey, like nobody else on the Clippers is balling and everything and that. Bro, I barely can name you teammates on the Warriors at this point that are working. I'm sorry, like at this point, if Curry don't go off and pull, like, and then he can do this, something like that. If he don't go and pull a Clay where he gets 60 points in 13 dribbles or some bullshit like that, if he don't pull some of that nature, who else I'm looking on that team to score 30? Like, is this the game where Draymond goes off for Jokic like triple-double or something? I ain't seeing it, to be fair. And I don't know who else on that team can give me 20 points. So I can't trust it. Steve Kerr, who? You want to pot MC?
Kuminga.
So I'm looking like, you know, like I Steve Kerr, who is questionable when it comes to his coaching acumen and stuff. And I got Ty Lue on the other end. I'm like, look, if I got to expect one of the coaches to pull wizardry off a bad squad, it's gonna be the one that made their team go 35-17. You know, with the second half of the season, we had already counted down the Clippers by December. So I'm looking at that one. Versus the other team, they number one star is on a minutes restriction, which means Steph, to be fair, may not even be 100%. And just nah, bro, I'm good. I pick if Steph do it, cool. I ain't got no problem with him, whatever. No, all hats off to one of the goals of the game. I'm picking the Clippers just based off of my head, just being fair.
Farewell tour uploading next year. Let's get it.
I mean, I don't know how many more years Steph got into him. I don't know how many more years he got.
So we next up, we got, I think Mosa said, who y'all got for the 8th seed in the East? Since it's like varied based on who you said. Because like I know Monterey said that it'll be the Heat gonna win. That mean the Heat will be in there.
I mean, we can go by majority rules. Majority, I think both of y'all said the Hornets, so it's fine.
Okay, so we got the Hornets versus
Detroit.
Oh, 76ers.
Oh yeah, because it's the 9 or the 10 play them. So
yeah, because we said this. Y'all both said the Magic gonna win, right? Yeah.
No,
yeah. I said the Magic, yeah.
Yeah, and Joe said Embiid not playing, so he's gonna go with the Magic right now. So it'll be the 76ers on Friday versus the Hornets for the 8th seed.
Man, 76ers could actually get them.
I'll say the Sixers this time around. Mainly because
home team.
I'll say the Sixers. I feel like they would have a little bit more of ability to be able to score and do some work. Like I feel like the Sixers will be able to skin that out. You know, I don't have that much faith in the Hornets. I can pick the Hornets. I can understand the Hornets winning 1, 2 win or go home games. I don't know if the Hornets is that level of team quite yet.
Can they stay hot from 3 both games too? Because that's a problem.
I don't know if they're that level of team quite yet to be able to pull it. So I'm gonna say no. I don't think the Hornets get there.
They shoot a lot of threes. If they cold, that game over with. Either game. So
yeah, I mean, I think the 76ers could actually get that game. Although I'd rather see the Hornets in the playoffs. But I don't know what I'm gonna see out of the 76ers. I might see something crazy tomorrow out of Paul George. So I don't know. I'm just really hoping. Just surprise me. Surprise me. Surprise me.
And then for the 8th seed, because I picked Portland and Murray picked Portland. We have the Sun in the West. We have the Suns versus the Clippers. Will Kawhi make the playoff or Booker make the playoff?
I need this for. I want Kawhi. I want Kawhi to win. I want the Clippers to win.
I'm going with the Suns on this one.
Ugh.
Let the Suns rebuild and come back next year and let me actually have a real discussion about them. Right now,
I don't think they got
Kawhi
nobody
need this.
to guard Jalen Green. And Jalen Green is probably the easiest starter to stop on their team. And I think Portland got some people that can slow Jalen Green down. I don't think Clippers got anybody unless you're gonna put Kawhi on, but Kawhi gonna have to hold Booker.
You might not have
I can see the Suns squeezing that out because I feel like the Suns might could get a little bit more offense out. Even with Kawhi being there, so I feel like they can squeeze a little more offense. And their team is at least slightly better. Like I said, the Clippers, the other ones haven't been playing as much. Just they playing a Warriors team that's also just as bad. But the Suns are a decent team. I feel like they can get a little bit more offense out to be able to win.
Yeah, because with the Suns, you will have Ryan Dunn, Russ O'Neal, Mark Williams, a pretty good center, Jalen Green, Devin Booker.
Watch this big game. Jalen Green want to go off a 30 and be like, I came back and
Jalen
showed
Green
you.
The one that they got it because Kawhi gonna have to hold Booker. So Jalen, I don't think nobody else can hold Jalen Green size wise.
I mean, like I said, they might try to put Garland on Booker for the foreseeable early part of it and see how he does.
I like Garland, but he getting cooked.
They might do it on the first part to see how it goes. To let Kawhi try to generate a little bit of offense. Because if you put Kawhi on him at first, then it's going to be hard for them to try to generate some offense unless Garland go off or Jalen Green. Like you're going to have to try to keep it a balance. So it's going to have to be some parts Kawhi's not going to hold Booker because you need Kawhi to do offense.
Yeah.
So Garland going to have to try to get him a couple times.
So we got the playoffs now. Let's get this set. We said it's gonna be the Suns versus the Thunder. How many games and who y'all got? Thunder sweep.
Get that broom out. Get that broom out.
Nick. Like, look, the Thunder sweep. We ain't don't worry about it.
And who we say? Spurs versus Trailblazers. Sweet.
Next.
Lakers versus Rockets.
Lakers in 6.
I'm going Rockets in 5. Rockets in 5.
If Luka pulls a miracle and come back,
he won't be back to game 6, I think.
He'll be in LA on Friday.
No, I'm gonna say nothing is guaranteed with Luka until he gets on the court because you went to Europe for an injury that is prescribed, that is guesstimated to take 6 weeks. It's been 2. It's been 2 weeks. I don't even think it's been 2 weeks yet. Yeah, he got injured last week. It's been a week. And he was prescribed to be at least 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to go on, like I said, unless he pulls a miracle and comes back and gets on the court and plays, then I'm going to say, I'll say Rockets in 6. But if he comes back and plays, now mind you, that's him coming back and play, and Austin Reeves, I'm assuming, is just going to still be out. Luka come back and plays, Rockets in 7.
Rockets in 5. Listen, Luka gonna be the only. I saw James Harden do the same thing. James Harden still ain't right from doing the same injury, doing the same thing, coming back early from some foreign surgery. It ain't natural. He won't look nowhere near the same, and he might get you 28, and that ain't enough.
Well, see, the reason why I'm saying it is because it's not necessarily like if he comes back, yeah, but one, he's not necessarily gonna be in perfect shape or something when he comes back the first game or something of that nature, regardless. And then even with that, they are a 3-headed monster, not a 2-headed monster. Austin Reeves is their second or third best scorer. He's not going to be there. So Luka and LeBron being there still puts a hamper on the team because that's a dynamic that isn't as well versed in practice as much as the other ones that they've had. And Luka's not going to be 100% even if he does get back on the court. So even though the Rockets have issues on offense, it's just like I don't really know what the Lakers are going to look like if you put I'm just going to be fair, I'm going to put like a 60-70% Luka out there. I don't know what they're going to look like. I just don't. Especially with how much Luka's going to be on the ball, and then the Rockets, of course, because they play aggressive defense, are going to pick on Luka. I don't know how it's gonna look. I just don't. So because of that, I say if he comes back, they might could push it to 7, but it's still not gonna be a pretty look. Now, if Austin got the same surgery and they both forced their way to come back, all right, Lakers in 7. But because Austin is just like, hey, I'm just gonna take this 4 to 6 weeks and I'm just eat what it is. I'm gonna say I don't think they're gonna pull it off because of it.
Rockets and fire. The only hope the Lakers got is because the Rockets don't have a point guard. So it's gonna be some ugly games that
it's gonna be some ugly games.
They can
for my narratives, I need 41-year-old LeBron to take down Kevin Durant.
You need 41-year-old LeBron to dial it back to like 35. Like them last couple of years he was in Cleveland, you need that LeBron to come back. The one that pulled up. What was that game when he had against the Warriors? It was like 44, 17, and 15. You need that LeBron.
Shout out to the most recent West Player of the Week, LeBron James.
By the way, the Lakers
old.
play no defense, and that's the saving grace for Rockets right now. They probably excited they saw the Lakers instead of Denver, because Denver was trying to get to that 4 seed.
Yeah.
And they ended up playing Minnesota because Minnesota is the one team that they struggle with no matter what, because they struggle with them every year. Nuggets and Timberwolves. So even though Ant don't look the same, they still try to avoid this matchup. They're like, nope. Get us. We gonna set our whole team. The only reason Jokic playing is so he can get this MVP award. If he get it.
Are we picking Nuggets Timberwolves now?
Yeah, basically.
I get it. Jokic hate having to deal with Rudy Gobert for a number of games. I know you hate dealing with him. I understand that he does, because Rudy ain't got nothing better to do but just be around Jokic all the time. He ain't got to worry about scoring. He ain't got to worry about nothing else. I'm just going to be on Jokic the whole game. I know Jokic can't stand it. I understand it. With that being said, I got Nuggets in 6. I just literally, I don't see the Timberwolves being able to score enough to. I don't think they're going to stop the Nuggets like that. I just don't.
Early in the season, I don't see it either. So I got Nuggets in 6 or 7. Unless they can find Ant-Man back healthy.
Yeah, he's
even healthy Ant. I still don't see it. Like, I just don't see them. I don't see them having enough offense to just. I don't see them having enough offense.
I've said it the last 2 years. I've said it the last 2 years, and they gave them hell every time.
Oh, they can give them hell, but also the Nuggets didn't have a bench last year when they played. The Nuggets didn't have a bench when they played last year either. To be fair, they were just straight to top the first 5, and that was it. So,
but I'm interested to see how that game goes. The Nuggets have horrible perimeter defense.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though, because Ant will be able to shoot if he gets to him, and I don't know if Jalen Williams is gonna blow up like he did the other game on the other series. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
My boy Sauce out there. But yeah, I got Nuggets in 6 or 7.
I like Nuggets, and I think Ant gonna pull something out. Let me get Nuggets in 7. I hate to say it. Somebody, because it's gonna be Murray's just gonna have one of them dud games where he's got too many fouls early or something stupid. He's gonna pull a dud game or two where he's not putting up but he's gonna put up an amazing game, one of them, and they're gonna need it.
I'm not mad at that, because Murray is like coin flip sometimes in the playoffs. Sometimes he's gonna go off for 40 or 50. Other times he'll give you 4, and I understand it.
Yeah, the Nuggets did everything they could to avoid this game.
They did not want to deal with Timberwolves in round 1. I know they didn't.
Because they play every year, and the one team that know you out of every team is Minnesota. Because Ant play you every year, since Ant been in the league. I think they're playing like the first, second round. So like, I'm tired. Give us somebody else. And Spurs like, nope, y'all playing them.
I think Bruce Brown might have a chip on his shoulder.
Series, though, if we get to it.
Bruce Brown show finna have that chip, and he's finna be playing defense for all series.
I came to work 82 times. I got
all right, cool. Go get on Ant. That's what we're gonna have you do. Go get on Ant.
Yeah. For 19 minutes.
I don't know why that was a complaint. Like, bro, if you play 82 games and you wasn't good enough to get on the court for 20 minutes out of 60 of them, and 15 for 5, you wasn't good enough to get an award. I'm sorry. Let's just be honest. Keldon Johnson 6 man of the year. Next up, we
Shout
got
out to the other
Pistons.
17 players that played 82 games this season that are not eligible.
I don't think I think Harrison Barnes played all 82. I don't think he got the minutes to get it either.
18 players got that statistic right now. Played all 82, just don't got the 20 minutes threshold.
Harrison Barnes, one of them, I think. I don't think he put in them in. Next up, we got Pistons 76ers.
Oh my goodness.
That's a fun one. I got Pistons. They are a tough team, despite how you feel. I don't know how they score, but all of a sudden I just see Jalen Durant with like 30 points a game when
Yeah, Durant blew up when Cade went out, which let them unlock another part of offense. He blew up when he went out. Like that was a whole nother thing offense that they didn't really. I don't know if they knew that they had or they didn't really channel it when Cade was there. Now that he's there too, I'm like, hey, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Can I go Pistons in 7?
Despite my love. I got Pistons in 6.
Yeah, I don't think it's a sweep by any means, any stretch of imagination.
I
I
think
just
Max
think
is just
Detroit,
too
I just
good
don't
as
trust
a
the
ball.
offense of Detroit that quite yet.
Jalen Duren showed up scared.
If-
Man. I don't like him.
If I'm gonna be fair, if Embiid come back, Sixers might win that series.
Sixers
Sixers might win that
it.
series if Embiid comes back. Right now, I'm gonna judge it as though he's not there. Without Embiid, I'm gonna say Pistons in 7. If Embiid comes back, I think 76ers could take that series entirely. And it's only because, like I said, the Pistons offense in the playoffs, one, is untrusted. Like they were there last year, to be fair. But it is like, I don't know if I fully believe in the Pistons versus the 76ers. Like, look, I don't trust Embiid anything of that nature. If Embiid actually is there and can contribute like points and stuff, it's not so much on him right now to win a game 7. Like, you got Maxey for that. I'm putting Maxey on that kind of pedestal. Versus the Pistons, look, they have experience, at least as of last year, but I don't know if Cade can just be that guy that, like, all right, you can just carry us the load. Or I don't even know if Jalen Durant can be that guy. The Pistons are young. So I'm like, I don't know if they have enough offense or the consistent star power to trust in that situation at all. So I'm like, that's actually a decently even matchup if Embiid's there. Even matchups go 7 games.
Do you know that they got that Detroit has a Spurs problem too? And I'm talking from a minute standpoint. Like Cade is at 34 minutes, and then after that it's 28, 27, 27, 22, 20. Like these
because
guys,
they're a better Heat. They're like everybody contribute because there's only one defined star, and then everybody else are, hey, everybody do what you got to do so we can win these games. Now they are very aggressive on defense. They are a great defensive team. I ain't got nothing against it. It's just I don't know.
On defense.
It's just like in one series when a team has to analyze you. Can y'all do that when they have multiple threats on the opposing team and they can study you? I don't know if the Pistons can do that yet. I know they're a great team, and I know they've been a great regular season team. I don't know if they can do that necessarily in the playoffs. I do think the 76ers would give them that kind of challenge. So I'm going to say Pistons in 7 right now. If Embiid comes back, then it might get a little bit more hairy. But I'm going to say right now Pistons in 7. Because I'm gonna say Maxey at least shows up, and then somewhere between BJ Edgecombe, Paul George, somebody at least gives 20. Because the Pistons are.
What about Tobias Harris?
Okay, anyway, I don't expect them. I don't expect the Pistons to
game.
blow up with 120 points a night in the playoffs. I don't expect that from them right now. I expect them to play aggressive defense and have scores that are like 105 in the list. So that's why.
It's gonna have to be that because
Jimmy Butler.
Because if you look at the points per game for like top to bottom for 5, the starting 5 for Detroit, that's 24. Then it goes to 19, then 13, 12, 10, 10, and 9. Like I don't.
Are you gonna went up when Cade went down because Durant starts scoring more.
But I'm saying Cade Cunningham is at 24 a game. And Durant is at 19.5. We'll bump him to 20 a game. That's 40 points. But then after Tobias is giving you 13. You can't do nothing with that.
Oh, Tobias gets to play his old team is gonna be hilarious.
We kept him over Jimmy Butler. That was disrespect. I don't know what's wrong. It's Doc Rivers' fault. That's Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers made this call.
Shout out to Glenn.
Oh boy, beautiful! I tell you.
Next up, we got the Celtics versus Magic. You got
Oh, we're
Celtics.
going there.
You got Celtics in 5 because Paulo and Franz is not what they was before.
Is Franz not in? Is he not injured?
No, he's not injured.
They're not injured. They just don't have a good offensive identity right now.
And they got hurt early in the season and they never developed it.
I'll take Celtics in 5. That sounds about right. I think that the Magic can get one at home. I don't think they can get nothing in that Garden.
If you got that Paulo from 2 years ago and that Franz from last year, oh, we talking different. But they ain't the same players after they got injured earlier this
I say Celtics in 6.
You give them 2
I don't
games.
I didn't like the matchup last year. I hope the Magic don't play dirty like they did last year. But
they gonna play dirty.
I can't stand it if I have to play them because they play dirty. I don't like them. But other than that, I mean, the Celtics, while they are a great team, I don't know if they have the same dominance in the playoffs that they would have last year because it's not the same team right now, even though they're playing great. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have that same level of dominance. Like, and even with that, they beat the Magic in 5 last year. I'm gonna give them an extra game and say Celtics beat them in 6 because the team idea is a little different. But giving respect to Bane might be able to score some points, or whatever. But I'm gonna say we win in 6. Might be a little ugly. Hopefully nobody gets injured and all that mess.
Celtics in 5.
Yeah, I'll give them one in Orlando. They not winning.
Like I said, Franz from last year. I'd be like, yeah, y'all might have some hell. And then could get Paulo 2 years ago, but again, you ain't getting there right now. I was hoping to see it though, because Orlando will be a fun team if you got them back to what it was, but they're not. Next up, the series I have no clue about because I don't know who's showing up for the Knicks. Knicks versus Hawks.
Let me ride high with the team that went 15-5 to end the season. Let me get them Hawks. Get the Knicks up out of here. Let's go. Let's get the Knicks up out of here. Even though a Boston versus Knicks matchup would be interesting. Let me get them Hawks in 7. Let me get them. They take them to the wire. 7.
I got Knicks in 6 because the Hawks still young. They're a young team. They're gonna mess up a lot. They also ain't gonna show fear, so I also give them 6 because Knicks in some games Knicks gonna screw around and do Knicks things, and Mikal Bridges gonna have 0 for like 14 shooting. They traded 5 picks for you, dog. They traded 5 picks for you. You 0 for 14 in the game, and they're gonna have like probably 2 of those. 2 they'll lose.
Who's guarding Cat?
Probably be.
I mean, if he healthy, it'd probably be like Porzingis or somebody.
Yeah, they do got Porzingis now.
Is Clint Capella still do with the Hawks?
No. But like I said, I don't know if Porzingis is gonna be fully healthy or nothing by that time. So who knows? I'm gonna say Knicks in 6. I think it's gonna be an offensive explosion because the Knicks ain't gonna play no defense. They'll play better, but they'll play better. But I mean, when your 2 stars are not good at defense, then you are gonna suffer a bit. But I think just pure offense, I think Brunson is gonna show up. He's gonna do his thing, get his foul calls. It'll be the second foul merchant we'll be talking about. Might get a head twitch. Hopefully, he don't do the head twitch. But I think Brunson will do it, and like their experience in the playoffs, because they've had playoff runs at least this point, will get them a little bit over the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are gonna give them hell, especially if they adjust a little bit. But I think the youth and the amount that they can match their offensive firepower, at least to a degree, I think the Knicks get away with it at 6. Otherwise, hopefully the referees don't have to cheat for them with an extra foul like they did last year.
Legacy game for CJ McCollum.
Shout out to Jalen Johnson. This is your chance to shine, my boy. This is your opportunity right here. Make a playoff dominant because you're a really talented player. You almost averaged a triple-double. 24. Not just them weak triple-doubles, to like 12, 10, and 10. He averaged 24. Like 11 and like 8.
I will say this year's playoffs is going to be a lot of young versus the established status quo teams. It's going to be great to watch.
Yeah. And last but not least, in the first round, we ending with the Cavs versus Raptors.
I don't know.
Cavs. I don't know about this Raptors team. I'm so confused by this.
Scotty Barnes legacy series against the Cavs.
I don't know. I'm going with the Cavs, but they haven't looked that good as I thought they would. They started off with James Harden playing well on defense and being like a contributor. But then they went away from it, and I don't know what they are now.
I'm gonna copy everything I said about the Knicks, the Knicks and Hawks. Swap their names over and it's going to apply to the Cavaliers and the Raptors. The Raptors, I don't know what they are. I just know they've won a good amount of games, but I don't know how Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, and Scotty Barnes and Emmanuel quickly make sense. But for some reason, it got them, 46 wins. So I ain't finna go against it. But I'm gonna say the experience of the Cavs, them being healthy, God bless them being healthy, their experience, and Donovan Mitchell being able to score 50 if needed. I'm gonna give them that edge, and I'm gonna say they get away with it in 6. Same way, I'm gonna go that route. Matter of fact, they might get away with it in 5, but I'm gonna say they get away with it in 6 because the Toronto Raptors look like a create a player team of like extra people that's been put in other people's trades to get them off of your team. So I don't really know what to make of them. Not to say that they're bad. It's just that's just what it looks like on paper when it comes to the players that were there and how they got there. It's like, they got there in mix of players from other people's teams and other people's trades, and this just works. So it's like, okay, well, they're here now. But I'm gonna say, not quite yet. I'm gonna give the Cavs a respect and say they get away with 6.
I go Cavs with 6. I agree. I just don't like the way they play defense and
No, I don't. But
they give up like 120 points a game, but they be scoring like 130.
I mean, I accepted that. I said when you trade for James Harden, your backcourt of James Harden is going, and Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell is a decent defender. No, he's not bad. But when you have James Harden and Donovan Mitchell as your backcourt, you are going to suffer defensively. They said the offense we'll get is going to be better than that. That's exactly what they played. They give you 100, they're going to score 130.
Unico.
Let me. This is a shout out to one of my old coworkers, man. I'm a believer in Scotty Barnes for one series, and also my love for Brandon Ingram and his Lakers legacy. Part of the young boys that got up out of there when LeBron was there. But I had high hopes for him, so I hope for the Rockets' sake. I mean, not Rockets, the Raptors. I think the Raptors can get the Cavs, man. I think James Harden pulls a not quite the third round choke, but he comes up missing. I think. I don't know, man. Boy, that Donovan Mitchell boy though, he's sneaky 40 points, ain't he? But I'm a root for the Raptors.
He's getting a 40 piece in this playoff. He always get a 40.
It could be
a 48.
He good for 40 or 50. I'll tell you, he gonna score.
Get a 60-point game in the playoff. He gonna sneak that in. You gonna be like, what if?
He gonna be. I mean,
watching the game, you don't remember him getting him many points. You be like, I promise you ain't got 40.
I do. I remember them games he had with Jamal Murray and the Nuggets when they went back and forth each other with multiple 50-point games. I remember that man was scoring. So I'm like, okay,
you don't even remember him scoring.
Utah, and he got that fine girl Coco running around with him, so she'll be at the game. You know you hoop the best in front of your girl. So, but Bi got Glorilla to hoop in front of. So I don't know. Hell, I'll go with my basketball mind and go with the Cavs. James Harden.
It's gonna be some fun series to watch, though, boy. They really are.
Yeah, they're gonna go at it. I think
it's more interesting this year than last year, even to me. But Monroe has a question for us.
Oh well, we had some questions, So we talked about the playoffs, who getting first rounds and all that. What single star or superstar needs this championship the most? I will give it first to Zell.
Who needs it the most?
Who needed the most?
I'm looking at team future-wise and the other teams around him. I'm going to say Jokic. I think Jokic need his second championship because his team is quite a bit old and he's getting older. He'll be 32 very soon. And that Spurs team, they all 20s. They going to be a lot better. That OKC team ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact, they keep drafting new people to replace the old one, and they get younger for somehow. Somehow they a younger team. So I'm like, Jokic, to cement you, because right now you on that path to being top 10 all time. But you're gonna need at least 2. And I don't know where you get the second one from if you don't get it this year. Because right now you can drop 40 a game on Wemby. Wemby gain weight. It's gonna be hell for you the rest of your career. going through that team. And OKC ain't going nowhere, and you got that young Portland team. You got a lot of young boys around you, and your team ain't young. So I think it's important for Jokic to get in that top 10 conversation, top 15 conversation. I think he needs a championship, but that's probably the most important of anybody going toward that for me to be solidified. Because I think he's on his way stat-wise to being up there. Like, but can you put him in the top 15 if you only got one ring? Can you put him top 15 all day?
I mean,
most of people you got to take out somebody who won multiple.
He got MVPs, man.
He got 3 MVPs. It's a conversation, but I don't know if you can quite go that.
It's a conversation, but I said, but it's still hard to put him in. But if you get 2, Murray,
it's a conversation, but it's hard.
If you get 2, Murray, is it a lot easier conversation if you get 2?
If he get 2, we talking top 3 center of all time. If he gets 2,
what I'm saying. That's a legacy for me.
He's already top 5 center for me already.
That's what I'm saying.
Easy.
We talking top 3 center all time if that man screw around and get a second one. Top 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's a legacy to me. So I think it's important for him because like I said, it's gonna be hard going in the future.
I guess my question is it how much of an impact you have during this run, or they have to win this championship? Is that what's the question? Because
no, the question is like who needs the NBA title the most? Like what's
the
NBA title? Because if we was going off this season, I'll pick somebody else, but because I'm looking for
my period.
I don't see many more times you get a chance to win a championship. This your best shot for some years.
I'm gonna keep it West and East on this. For the West, I Kevin Durant. I mean, albeit the chances are not that great, but I'm just saying he needs that. Because he got a stigma on him. And in East, it would be James. Nah. I want to say James Harden, but really it's Jason Tatum. It would be Jason Tatum. And like to perform well. Like be that he need that. He need that. He need that.
He's coming off an Achilles. I'm pretty sure they won't even blame him if something go wrong.
Change my mind.
I don't even know that.
He's already a champion. He doesn't need
my
one.
mind about Jaylen Brown. Change my mind.
He's coming off an injury. He should.
Jaylen Brown would have a title too, though, so that wouldn't change your mind.
No. Well, no, I'm saying how you do it. It's how you do it. Did you lead them to that championship?
He's coming off an Achilles right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not going to lead right now, barring a miracle.
The other 2 people ain't even playing that came off the Achilles around the same time.
So I'll play y'all's game, and I'm just for the West. I'm gonna go. East. James Harden needs one. He need one.
Yeah, I want to throw y'all off with Jokic because I do think Jokic got a chance to.
I think
Kevin Durant already in that top 12 debate, and I don't think he's moving too much further up.
I mean, Joker ain't gonna move no further than nobody's ranking without another MVP / another title. I don't think he moves up anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's important for him to move up. I think Durant solidified win or not where he at. I think he's not moving.
Well, I mean, if Durant won one by himself,
he need that.
He would slightly like you could possibly move him up to top 10 conversations. I think that would be the edge.
It'd be like what go from number 12 to number 13, 12 to like possibly 10, possibly
it's
10.
It's still important though. If you're a top 10 player of all time, that is a legacy changing thing. Also, the look for him would change tremendously. Like, okay, you basically the bandwagon superstar to okay, you able to do it on your own. So it's still something for him. It is
bandwagon this team
it's
too,
impactful for him to get
kind of
one. That's what he's been chasing.
Yeah,
to do it without Curry. He's been chasing it.
Now my answer, shout out to you, Nico Williams. Surprised he didn't say it. But the man who went to Europe and get that foreign surgery, Luka Doncic.
You put this on
Luka Doncic? Because
fresh off injuries? What?
No. I said who needs one? Needs it.
Okay.
Luka Doncic.
You don't believe Jason Tatum needs this champ? Okay, go ahead. Fine.
Not as bad as Luka needs one. Because look at it. We just said Tatum got one, Brown got one, SGA got one, might get 2. And then you look at the competition in the West that just stood up. Nuggets look powerful. Wemby already got MVP consideration. I'm just saying, your contemporaries starting to get titles to get put in conversations, and Luka just got a scoring title, and he's 27. I'm just saying, he's 27. He's been dealing with injuries, but he's a very gifted offensive player. But it's other very gifted offensive players that they didn't get nothing. Shout out to Dame Dollar. Luka ended up being Dame Dollar in 8 years. He don't win one. Just saying, it ain't gonna be pretty.
And the league gonna do everything they can to make sure the Lakers win. So he got even a worse excuse because Dame was at least stuck in Portland.
So I'm just saying, Luka, Laker Nation is really finicky. They only gonna give you about 2 years before they start turning on you and being like, hey, maybe we should have went for Cooper Flag ourselves. Or maybe we should have kept LeBron and AD for another year or two and ran it back. They only gonna give you 2 years. This is the first year. Last year they gave you a pass because you got traded in the biggest scandal in NBA history. So they gave you a pass last year. This year, this your first year. They're only gonna give you 2 before they start turning on you and getting you in trade talks and trade discussions on NBA 2K28. So I'm just telling you now, pressure's on. And matter of fact, let SGA get a second one and see what them discussions gonna turn into.
Wemby get one. SGA or Wemby?
SGA or Wemby get one. See what them discussions gonna turn into. They're gonna start free falling. Be like, hey, SGA possibly moving up in the top 10, top 15 conversations with 2 MVPs and 2 rings. He already gonna move into them conversations.
All-time player, not just his position, like player.
Yeah. 2 MVPs and 2 rings, 2 MVPs, 2 rings, back to back. He gonna move into some very ugly conversations with some top 15ers. They already got like him and Durant. He gonna move above Durant immediately.
I can give you that.
And if you above Durant, like Zell said, that puts you automatically top 12. Now, like I said, this not me necessarily saying that. I'm just saying based on like stuff I've been hearing and everything. Like SGA top 12 already. SGA what? 25? I think like 25. Luka, you 27? Gifted offensively? Went to a finals?
SGA is 27. They the same age.
So they same age.
They same age. SGA 2.
Well, he's a little older because SGA about to turn 28 in July 12th.
And then it's gonna be crazy. Like that SGA, SGA got two rings, 2 MVPs. But Luka, you beat SGA in the playoffs before. You got to a finals before he did. What happened? That's what them conversations gonna start talking like real soon. If something happened in that West and one of them, just saying, it's gonna get real ugly. Also, LeBron ain't guaranteed to be there after this year either. And I have no faith in Rob Pelinka without the NBA assistance to put a cohesive team around you. So, go DeAndre Ayton. That's what I got to say. No, Luka, I'm just saying, Luka, I understand why you went to Europe and did whatever because pressure's on.
And all the rumors about you always being out of shape. We even talked about in the chat. LeBron put $1 million in his body. You don't seem like you put a lot of effort into your body. So we'll see how it go. I see that though. I see that. I see Jokic too. Like I said, Jokic. I can see James Harden because James Harden got a stigma. I see a little bit of Durant. I still don't think Durant moves much. So therefore, needs is like for a personal gratification thing more so than anything.
KD stuck in the lane. Yes, you got chips, but we don't say that you really. I mean, yes, you were a great player on those teams, but I don't see it. You didn't do it yourself.
But the thing is, when I think of win or lose, I think about like where you can end up and where you versus where you is. If KD loses, I don't think he moves at all. If he wins, I think he slightly goes up. I think Jokic got a chance to shoot up. And I think Luka also has a chance to shoot up all time too. So I see them two most.
This one also ain't as high, but like if Ant got one, he'd be right back in them bad conversations of the face of the league, them bad face of the league conversations again if he won one. So but like Ant, the only thing about Ant is that Ant has a chance to possibly be forgotten about in any top 5 to top 10 conversations if one of them other young stars win another title above him. They be like, well, Ant, you ain't got past the Western Conference Finals. And, we got multiple other young stars, contemporaries. They done got rings already. They got MVPs already.
Yeah, and it's 24. He'll be 25 in August.
Well, I'm willing to give Ant another. I'm willing to give Ant another year or two, because I don't really have a lot of faith in his teams, so I don't necessarily put a lot of onus on him to actually get far.
His teams are god awful.
If Ant get a good point guard, like a star point guard or something like that nature, then we got something to talk about. Otherwise, until you get a good team, I ain't really got no faith in him.
Ant's second best player on his team for the last few years is literally the Atlanta Hawks 6-man.
No, I don't really have a lot of faith in his team right now. Now, Ant get a real team. Hey, I'm just saying, Lakers. If Luka or Ant don't go far, it was like, who you taking? Anthony Edwards or Luka Doncic? And you got to remember, we were putting Luka in hey, you getting Luka or LeBron or all them kind of conversations. It's gonna go down to, hey, you want Luka or Ant? We ain't even talking about SGA and Jokic and Giannis and the rest of them. No. Luka or Ant. That's a ways down.
You think Ant need to get out there and don't do a KG and stay in Minnesota too long?
No,
absolutely not. Leave.
No. Go.
KG stayed
absolutely
in Minnesota way too long, and they
absolutely not leave.
The best they put around was Sam Cassell and Latrell Sprewell, and people forget how not deep that team was. That team was literally them three.
Start pulling a Giannis now. Giannis waited too long too. Start pulling.
Dame waited too long too.
Giannis got more time because he already won.
Dame waited too long too. Dame had 2 extensions he could have left with. He had 2 extensions.
So, listen, if this offseason they ain't looking like they, and people, let's be honest, I like Minneapolis. People ain't trying to go to Minnesota though.
I can't think of a free agent that's I want to go play with Ant right now. Yeah. I can't really think.
Man, I know San Antonio might not be the most anticipated place for a black person, but Houston is down the road, and Austin down the road, and Dallas is down the road. So you don't want to play regardless.
And don't want to play with
San Antonio's in the middle.
And don't want to play
look, I'm be fair. And if this offseason don't look well, I don't normally say this kind of thing, and I don't want this as a Boston fan. Bro, go to Detroit. Go straight to Detroit. Go to Detroit.
Run through that mother.
Go to Detroit. I'm telling you, Ant, go to Detroit. If this don't work out, go straight to Detroit. They got space. They got space. They got that shooting guard position waiting for you, and they got a squad. Go to Detroit straight up. You'll slide right in. I promise you. Go straight up.
Somebody taking ball handling pressure off him sometime.
Go straight to Detroit. It'd be amazing to watch. Jalen Duren, Cade, and Ant. Yeah, I'm a Boston fan, and even I know that would be amazing to watch. Man, please. And all of them, 20, 25 and younger? Okay.
He can also come to Indianapolis and team up with Holly. I would apprate that.
I didn't see how Holly, but Holly
I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know how Holly gonna look right now. Holly
be having the strangest injury. That nigga eyebrows gone.
Are you fighting with shingles right now? He was talking about his fight with shingles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know how Holly looks right now. When he comes back, I can't necessarily say that. Because I wouldn't mind if Holly looks like himself when he comes back. Holly and I don't know how much longer. Dang, what's that dude named is that? That power forward.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah. I don't know how he's gonna look with another year or so on his belt, but him, Holly,
Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam. I don't know how Siakam's gonna be, with another year or so on this belt, because I know he is getting up there in years. But Siakam, the way he's playing right now, if Hallie's able to come back with 70% and Edwards, that would be fine too. I just know, hey, if this offseason they we thinking about bringing Mike Conley back as a starter for another year. Hey, yo, Detroit looking.
If you tell me Mike, and I love Mike Conley, but Mike Conley cannot get on the court right now.
Mike Conley and I are the same age. We played against each other. I'm tired. I'm right. What he in the league? I'm tired. In the chair. Come over here, but come over here to water spine, Mike. You did what you had to do.
Contract up is in 2028, 2029.
Oh, he's still.
Does he have a player option next year?
Ant's contract?
He's a unrestricted in 2028-29.
Does he have a
contract
player?
in 2023?
He'll have a player option for us last
year. He's eligible for the Supermax in 2027, which means if next year he would probably ask for a trade if he's going to try to leave so he can get this max.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be next year. Like if this offseason don't look well, and they do, yeah, if they don't look well this offseason, everything, yeah, next year, go ahead and go to Detroit. As long as Detroit looks the same. No, who knows what'll happen over the offseason.
That's 2 years. Next year, then the year after next. He got 2 years left.
But he gonna get traded on the last year of the deal though. But yeah, if this offseason they don't make
that deal, by the way, because they just went to the conference championship after 2023 July. So like, yo, we got me, Cat, we cooking now, and they destroyed that whole team. That team is nowhere to say.
I'm be real, bro. If this season, this offseason, this next season don't look well, just go to Detroit. As long as they look the same, go to Detroit. Be done with it. Otherwise,
halfway through the year, be like, hey, bro, get something back.
I'm trying to think of any other teams that might look good. Detroit was the main one. I think him Detroit right now would be amazing. There's any other teams that might look.
You're gonna have to get rid of Doran.
That's a cheat code.
Gotta go.
That's a cheat code. And no, because I don't think they're gonna be able to keep Jamal Murray with that big contract Murray signed. I don't think they can keep him.
Murray's contract should be over around the same time, right?
But I mean, you need a point guard. You can't let go of Murray to get him, and you still need a point. Well, because I mean, you do have the point center. But
yeah, that same year, that contract in the same year.
I don't know how. I'm just being honest. I don't necessarily know how that fits. I don't know how that fits. I don't really know how that fits, to be fair.
Listen, Ant would love that little stupid cheat assist.
I mean, he playing with Jokic used to be one of the top 3 players in the world. Of course, he would love it, but I don't know how that fits.
I just don't see it in his.
And hit all kind of threes on them.
I just don't see that in if Ant leaves, well, they would say he's weak for going to the East. But I'm just saying he doesn't want to play with his rivals. I don't think so. I think he does want to take that Jordan route and like. I'm
probably being in Minnesota because I think he might try to stay.
But we're talking a year from now, right?
Possibly, and that's with a trade.
Well, he'll be asking for a trade next year.
That's
if
you
want the Supermax.
Okay, a year from now, a little bit of more money under their books. Go to New York.
Oh, and in New York, be crazy.
Brunson is going. I mean, what do you do?
Brunson, you gotta get rid of Mikal Bridges, a bunch of picks, and
they get rid of all the extra crap they got. Mikal Bridges, a bunch of picks. OG Anunoby if need be. They get rid of all of it.
In 2 years, they can get rid of Mikal. 2 years from now.
Yeah, like I said, next year you can let go of him. That's I don't know.
I think his contract could be up too, so that'd be space for
Now I ain't gonna, it would be weird because they already traded to get Cat, and I don't know if they can keep Cat to get Ant. So trading Cat back to the Timberwolves would be hilarious. But I ain't gonna lie. If the Pistons are not an option, shoot, New York would dump everything to get that man with Brunson.
Yo, and in Madison Square Garden, they go crazy.
It would.
New York fans would be
like him and Brunson. Him and Brunson were crazy. Ant would be just a magnet because of his personality and stuff. He'd be a magnet to go there.
Murray, the crazy thing is, in New York, all you gotta do is win one. You win one championship, they gonna put you on a pedestal. You ain't gotta win 3 or 5. You gotta win one. You want. Yeah, listen, everybody on that New York Knicks team that won in 1972 in the Hall of Fame, and half of them suck.
But New York's gonna be a harder spot because they got to make more room, and I don't know if they're gonna make this big play for Giannis this coming off season or not. But if they don't and they they hold pat, I do think Ant going to New York is on the books. It's just look, they already gave away like 5 first-round picks to get Mikal Bridges. I don't know if they're gonna be able to recoup enough to get Ant.
Mikal Bridges.
I don't know if they got enough to get Ant. Like, to be fair, if they do, I think they're gonna have to let go of Cat. And Cat going back to the Timberwolves would be hilarious.
They ain't got no picks.
Maybe it's some kind of 3-team trade because there's no way. It's too much involved in that New York Knicks.
They trade some future picks like a move. But I think Detroit is way easier for him to go to. It makes a lot more sense. But New York would be desperate.
Yeah.
It was just sad to see that Ant has to go join somebody because you're going to somebody else's team, like to make it your
If
own.
he in New York, he the man on that team.
Man, blame the. I be sad when I say this. Blame the general managers putting together these trash teams around people.
76ers, that'd be a nice look.
And I say that because they don't really have to spend. Like they got rookies, they got VJ Ekholm. I don't think they're gonna be willing. They don't want to do that. Like unless they just trying to cut bait with everything. But I don't necessarily think they would do that. But the other problem is just because the Timberwolves buried themselves when you want to trade 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert. Like I gave up on that bullshit too.
So we're at in the West because I feel like he's not the type to cheat and go to the East because it's the easier route. He wants to stay in the West. I think he's that competitive. What West team potential? I know he said the Spurs, but man, they giving up all them guards to get.
I don't see one.
And that's stupid.
Oh no, the Spurs ain't.
Well, no, I take that back.
Maybe?
I take that back. I take that back. There is one, but it's not fair. OKC could easily get him.
Oh, with all the picks?
They could easily, and he has a spot because if Jalen Williams falls off again for a second back year, if he falls off again for another year, hey, here's 6 picks and Jalen Williams. Give us Ant. They can't turn it down.
And that wouldn't be up to Ant at that point because at that point Minnesota trades you wherever they want to.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna do Ant wrong. Most likely, they're not gonna do that. But just nobody would want to trade him to OKC.
They don't bring in free agents anyway. So, like, if they do him wrong, they just do him wrong. No, they don't bring in free agents anyway.
Listen, NBA don't tend to do their stars wrong ever. NFL send their quarterbacks to the Cleveland Browns every time in the Jets.
Well, that's the honest thing that I just thought if Jalen Williams doesn't recover to the level we hoped that he would get by this time next year, and OKC loses next year or they're not in the finals or they lose and they don't get a ring next year. Hey, here's 6 picks straight up and Jalen Williams. Give us Ant.
They gonna do.
Matter of fact, now here's 7 picks. Give us Ant.
They'll probably still have some picks because everybody.
Here's 7 straight up first round picks and Jalen Williams. Give us Ant. They can't turn that down.
Especially Minnesota.
Turn it down. It's 7 picks and a player. They can't turn that down. So they're gonna be like, look, it's not fair, but here's a super team. Because literally you're gonna have SGA and Ant on the same team. I don't even care about Chet Holmgren, but Chet will probably still be there because they don't need to trade Chet to get him. That would just be unfair. And he fits in. He plays defense. He's a high-level scorer, and you have a star point guard right there that gets fouls for you. It fits.
Yeah. And like I said, the NBA not going to trade in star players to somebody they don't want to go and be unhappy because that make the league mad because the star player not happy. They use it. It ain't like the NFL where if you in the Texans, all of a sudden you say you want to be traded and you got a bunch of women just accuse you of crimes all of a sudden, and then they see you.
Oh my gosh.
And all the women's lawyer is your owner's lawyer too. The owner lawyer is the lawyer of every woman in this case against you, as well as you getting traded to the Browns. That what happens in the NFL when you demand a trade.
Man, listen, all I know is Minnesota, they had Kevin Love, they had Kevin Garnett, and they said, get me up out of here.
Kevin Love, they both won. And by the way, they both won a championship when they left.
Both got a championship. And I'm just saying, you end up in Minnesota because they got some kind of draft capital or they'll help another team clear their books or something. But Minnesota is not a free agent destination, no matter who you got there, because people weren't talking about let's go play. Let me go play with KG. Let me go play with Kevin Love.
I'm gonna be fair, and this might be a hot take or whatever the case may be. If OKC don't win this year, they might trade for Ant this offseason. Man got 2 years left on the deal. We got the picks.
February next year, I think. So it's to get his Superman.
And that's the only way. That's the only way that Minnesota can be competitive.
He wouldn't get a Supermax anyway, regardless. Because if he gets traded,
I think it's before February because it's the year before.
So I'm like, look, if they don't, let's just say OKC lose in 5. I'm be like, I gotta do hyperbole. They lose in 5 to the Spurs in round 2 or the Western Conference Finals, and the Minnesota don't win. Hey, Jalen Williams, it's been real. 5. You got a ring, but you came up with 11 points average in the series. You wasn't yourself, and Ant right here looking pissed.
I ain't
His
gonna lie
7
though.
first-round picks and Jalen Williams, and on the deal for 2 more years. The money lines up because they just played Jalen Williams anyway. The money line up here, 7 picks. Give us Ant.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie though. If I'm OKC, I agree with my way because OKC, I'm looking. Wemby will be 23 when the season start next year. Castle be still 20. He'll just be turned 22, and Fox will be 20. And I'm like, yep, we gotta do something.
I'm dead ass. Like if they lose in 5, I'm just like if they lose like in 5 to the Spurs. Hey, Ant, come on, brother. Here, Jalen Williams and 7 picks. You finna come on. You couldn't join OKC. That'd be disgusting too.
That nigga finna like go to 32 next year instead of 29. You don't want the prize.
And Ant is gonna want them to when they trade for Ant. I mean, when they trade Ant away, he's gonna want a trade that respects him. So it's gonna be whatever Minnesota get, it better be something crazy. Don't be like heads up, me and Williams. Like, no, it better be a historic trade like y'all did.
They're gonna trade for Williams and 7 picks, bro. Because the money fit. Because they paid Jalen Williams last year, so that they contract him out. They got greater contracts anyway, so it's gonna work out regardless.
Like what about Jalen? Be what 46 and be 50, 51.
So it's gonna roughly be about the same, and then they're gonna throw here 7 first-round picks. Here, the deal done. Ain't nobody else match that. Deal done.
But final topic. Well, we ain't even gonna go over this. It's just something now. Deanna Rossini resigned from the Athletic after photos was taken of her at a dinner.
She got caught in 4K,
which is a crazy story because she reports on Mike Vrabel. So people are accusing of biased reporting. So she resigned today. She's an amazing reporter. So I'm pretty sure she'll get a job at like ESPN because she is amazing. But
she got caught in 4K.
But you can't be at the Boston athletic department with the coach of the team. It gets
holding hands at a hotel resort.
Yeah, it gets
Mike Vrabel married. Let's talk about those American values there, buddy. That's a true patriot. There you have it.
Yeah, there you have it. Oh, so that's cheating too. Oh, that's deeper than. All right.
Yep.
There we go. Everybody involved, but
Bill Belichick. Look,
it was 3 minutes ago. Matter of fact, she resigned 3 minutes ago. Well, actually, it was about 10 because I put his report about 7, but still.
The owner of the Patriots likes his coaches like him. Just be a dirty, dastardly, cheating.
Oh my goodness.
Deshaun Watson. So he can have a whole team full of. I like how you rich enough you can get away with it, but Deshaun Watson wasn't quite rich enough to get away with it. But that's our show.
She's married too. Okay.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
That's
all the scandal that's going on.
It's the scandal.
A bunch of married people cheating on each other, and y'all was worried about Sakuno cheating on with some random VTubers. I don't know what's going on in the world. I appreciate y'all for watching this long.
Thanks.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you enjoyed the content this much to stay an hour and 23 minutes, you might well get us a hype because you only get 3 a week. Just throw it this way. I appreciate that. That's all we got. Over on 99media.org, you can find everybody. Just go there, click their pictures. It's simple. We don't even need an outro for this. Just you see that guy down there? Click his picture. It'll take you to make it make sense. You see that guy right here? It'll take you to Unico Williams and Do You Hear Me? Just click the picture. It's simple. And if you want to see the other shows they're on, we got Affiliates, Blurred Cartel, Waifu Views. They're all there. I got to change one name because she changed the name and the website name. So I think it's still the same. No, it's not. I got to change the name because the website changed. But I'll switch it. Here. So go to the affiliate pages. Go there. You click all the pictures. You see a little bit about each person and how they started here. I appreciate y'all.
They updated Mike Vrabel's Wikipedia 4 hours ago.
Always
nasty work.